Hello, my people, and I'm back again. This time, I'm doing a response video to Evan Carmichael. He's got about 1 million subscribers, and today he uploaded a video entitled Sometimes You Are the Problem. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be taking some notes here. I got my pen, I got my paper here, and I'm going to just be picking out some things that I agree with, some things I don't agree with, because yeah, let's just go ahead and play the video. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Rise and shine, it's espresso time. Good morning, Believe Nation. It's Evan. My one word is believe, and I believe in you. I believe you have an amazing gift inside you that I want to see explode out into the world. So grab your coffee and sip on today's message. Take accountability. Over to you, Simon Sinek.
In the 18th century, there was something that spread across Europe and eventually made its way to America, puerperal fever, also known as the Black Death of childbed. Basically what was happening is women were giving birth and they would die within 48 hours after giving birth. This Black Death of childbirth was the ravage of Europe, and it got worse and worse and worse.
Okay, it's okay. Let's stop right there. That's kind of gruesome. Black death of childbirthing. You know that seems pretty scary. Okay, so quite a animated metaphor, I guess, to stress the point across here. Let's listen to him more.
Course of over a century. In some hospitals, it was as high as 70% of women who gave birth who would die as a result of giving birth. But this was the Renaissance. This was the time of empirical data and science, and we had thrown away things like tradition and mysticism. These were men of science. These were doctors. And these doctors and men of science
These were doctors. Okay.
wanted to study and try and find the reason for this Black Death of childbed, and so they got to work studying, and they would study the corpses of the women who had died. And in the morning they would conduct autopsies, and then in the afternoon they would go and deliver babies and finish their rounds. And it wasn't until somewhere in the mid-1800s that Dr. Oliver Wendell Holmes, father of Supreme Court Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes, realized that all of these doctors who were conducting autopsies in the morning weren't washing their hands before they delivered babies in the afternoon.
Okay, so washing our hands. So yeah, very important tip right there. We want to make sure we do wash our hands.
And he pointed it out and said, guys, you're the problem. And they ignored him and called him crazy.
You're the problem.
30 years. Until finally somebody realized that if they simply washed their hands, it would go away. And that's exactly what happened. When they started sterilizing their instruments and washing their hands, Black Death of childbed disappeared. My point is, the lesson here is, sometimes you're the problem. We've seen this.
I don't know if you noticed, but there was a lot of people chuckling in the background when he, right after he said, "You're the problem." Yeah, I mean, I can see that. You know, if we're not washing our hands and then we are just spreading diseases all over the place, yeah, we might want to take a little bit more accountability and stuff like that. Okay, let's further here.
This happened all too recently with our new men of science and empirical studiers, these men of finance, who are smarter than the rest of us until the thing collapsed. And they blamed everything else except themselves.
Okay. First of all, we want to be careful when we take accountability for all of our good accolades. Okay, things that we have like achieved. Okay, you want to be careful with that because there's always someone or some situation that you can give a little bit of gratitude to also, and that gets kind of confusing when people always preaching about gratitude, 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 and just being thankful for all the things around you. But then, if I win something or if I accomplish something, it was me, 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 me. No, you want to always be grateful for the situations and the people around you as well. Okay, let's go.
Don't get it one way and not the other. You get to take credit when you also take accountability. That's lesson two.
You will make significant progress towards your goals when you realize that it's not just sometimes you're the problem, all the time you're the problem.
Wait, 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 wait. Hold on. He said all the time. You're the problem. All the time, Evan. Come on, man. All right. Okay, let's hear why. Okay, let's hear why Evan says that.
Extreme accountability and ownership for where you are in your life right now. It's nobody else's fault but your own. When I was setting up this morning, I was talking to Jason, my cameraman, and he was talking about how he first joined me when we were under 100,000 subscribers. Now we're over 1 million, and that's amazing. We've been able to touch so many lives, and I deserve to be at 1 million. With the team that I have, with you guys supporting, with the quality videos that we're putting out, we deserve to have 1 million subscribers. But we don't deserve to have 10 million subscribers. That's the next point. That's where I'm going. And that's entirely my
Okay, so because you don't have 10 million subscribers, that's why you're saying you don't deserve 10 million subscribers, and you mentioned that like it's your fault, all your fault, why you are displaced right now in life. Uh, Let me see. First of all, there's a lot of things that are not of our control. There's, things that like are kind of calculated to work the way it should. Things will happen at its appointed time, always. Let me just write that down. Appointed time. There are things where yeah, I mean, it takes a little bit of time to get there, but I mean, all of my fault. Okay, I mean, what if I'm not blaming anybody? What if like I'm not, blaming my situation. Like, and, what if I am, just I don't know, just going about life living.
my fault. I'm the reason why we're not at 10 million subscribers. It's not the YouTube algorithm's fault. It's not a lack of resources. It's me. It's me.
Okay, it's not YouTube's algorithm's fault. Okay, YouTube has some crazy algorithms for one, and I have been finding that out since I have been posting content a little bit more regularly now. Like I do feel like there's some haterade going on behind the scenes at YouTube and Google. All right, let's get that straight right there.
And understand that I need to get better on film. I need to get my team pulling up their straps and getting better. Everything that is
Get better. There's only so much better you can get. We all, let me write that down. We all have our own special abilities, special abilities, and our own, okay, and our own talents. Okay, talents and skills. All right, there's certain things about ourselves we can improve. There are certain things where, okay, if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you just don't. I mean, you can, say you want to be as good as Michael Jordan. You can say you want to be as good as Tiger Woods when it comes to golf, or, when it comes to swinging that. Okay. But you can only be as good as you are, put on earth to be. All right. I mean, you can do all the, improving, all the coaching you want to receive, all of this stuff, but your talents are your talents. Your skills can be improved. You can take them up a notch, but only so much, because like you don't want to, I don't know, overload your brain or just or be so adamant about being perfect that you, I don't know, put yourself into a panic attack.
Wrong with my business, with my channel, is because of me. And when you take
Hold on, did you see his facial expression? Hold on. Hold on, he looks like he's just, oh God, please. All right, hold on. Where you left off? Let's go up a little bit.
First off, it sucks because it's nice to have somebody to blame, right? It'd be great to be able to blame the YouTube algorithm. It'd be great to be able to blame my parents or education system or the president or the government. That's the reason why I'm not more successful, right? That's the reason why I'm not able to achieve my big goals. It's somebody else's fault. As long as we can place that blame on somebody else, then we feel great about ourselves. It's not our fault. And we can just sit back and complain. Your fault that I'm not achieving my goals. So as soon as you realize that it's entirely your fault, it sucks, but it's also liberating. Because it's with
Okay, liberating, my friend. I don't know if you have ever taken a ride through the ghetto, or if you have been. Okay, so look, man, I was raised, in the most urban part of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. All right, okay. There's a lot of ghettos in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, for one. Okay, and like when you get to saying things like, man, like you can't blame your parents, government, where you live. To a certain extent, you can't. But man, when you living in the skin that I had to live in and living where I had to live in, I had to jump a couple of hoops, man. I literally had to leave where I was staying at in order to begin to see a little bit of things happen for me. But even then, I had to come back to where I was living at, because like I did not get $1 million overnight. Okay, and I'm still quite not at $1 million. Let's get that clear too. And I mean, you just got things that like are constantly fighting against you, and to just say, well, those things don't exist. It's my fault, my fault, my fault, my fault. Yeah, you gotta put your own efforts in. You gotta put your best foot forward all the time, and you gotta continue to fight, and if you're not fighting, yeah, there is a little bit of blame there. You want to take a little bit more blame if you're not fighting at all, if you're not at all trying to make any strides forward. Then you want to take a little bit more accountability. But when you got things in this society that just don't give a damn about you, okay, all right, and when you're not privileged, yes. Yeah, it's going to be a lot more tougher, man. And like you need to start talking to a little bit more of our brothers and sisters in some of our poorest parts of our worlds, and some of our most toughest and most discriminatory, if that's a word, places of our world, especially in our own country. And ask yourself, like, dude, okay, so how much percent can they how much percent more can they take? Like, I mean, if they're trying, if they actually, and I don't like that word try, but if they're actually doing the work and still seeing this crazy invisible pushback that you say that we should not be pointing our fingers at. All right, let's hear some more of this.
within your control. Because you can't change your upbringing, you can't change who your parents are, you can't change the education you had.
Uh-oh.
A lot of things in your environment, you can't change the YouTube algorithm or whatever else you think is causing a problem. But you can change yourself. You can change what you do every day. And when you stop blaming other people and circumstances and start taking personal accountability for where you are in life, and you take the responsibility to make it better for yourself and the people around you, that's when things start to change. And you may say, well, that's not fair. It's not fair that
Okay, you can't change. I beg the difference. There's always an opportunity to transform and transmute some of the things that like appear that can be changed. Like for example, if there's something in your government, something in the law in which seems always to be working against you in your favor, why not transmute that and find a way to either work to change the law, or maybe find out how that law can work in your favor if you learn a little bit more about that. And as far as parents, family members, and all this other stuff, you can, to some degree, transform these things, transmute these things so that it does work in your favor. But like I said, like you can't go around saying that you cannot blame these things, because some of these things have to take a little bit of a blame for the pushback you have, and especially if you are making some conscious effort, you are really being motivated, inspired every day to just be better version of yourself and have a better situation in your life. Okay, but again, I have like dealt and worked with some people in my life who just comes from some rough backgrounds, man, and and for them to totally dismiss these things that like are pretty clear, pretty apparent, it's just downright wrong. Okay, let's get back to it.
My employee walked out on me, or this huge collapse happened in the market. Not fair. But if you can say that's my fault, it's my fault for not recognizing that was going to happen. It's my fault for not working harder. It's my fault for complaining all the way through it instead of finding a solution. Everything is your fault. When you start from that position and you take that accountability and ownership, that's when things really start to take off in your business. So the question today is, I'm curious, what is one thing you've been blaming somebody else for that now you are going to take personal responsibility for? Leave it in comments below. I also want to give a quick shout out to Twan Nguyen from Dude Buddha. He picked up.
Okay. Okay, Evan, here's what I've been blaming. What I've been blaming. I've been blaming the fact that like I'm not putting a little bit more faith. I'm not putting a little bit more faith in, I don't know, like in I don't know, God. I should put a little bit more faith in God. I need to stop blaming my level of faith. Okay, maybe I should stop blaming my level of hope. Maybe my level of optimism. Maybe I should blame that. Let me see. Maybe I should, I don't know, stop blaming the media or somebody. Okay, one thing I know for a fact. Let me keep going.
10 copies of my first book, Your One Word, and now 55 copies of my next book, The Top 10 Rules to Success. Juan, thank you so much for all the love and support, man.
Evan, you know what my one word is to this video?
And find those gifts for his clients, and I really appreciate it. I hope they have a fantastic holiday season. So thank you guys again for watching. I believe in you. I hope you continue to believe in yourself and whatever your one word is. And I'll see you again tomorrow morning for another shot of espresso.
Okay, Evan. Looky here. I'm just very disappointed that you are buying this. Okay, and that you believe that you are 100% all the time responsible, okay, for things that like are even things that's within your control, when we talk about things that are within our control, I mean, like if we just it's your fault, Marcus, it's your fault, bad Marcus. That can become a little bit extreme for some people to do that, and especially when people are dealing with serious mental health conditions, and when people are really dealing with like a lot of elements in their environment, a lot of elements that are far from their environment, but still got a hand on what happens in their environment or in their lives. Okay, now this is good, but we don't want to go too extreme with this, and like this seems a little bit extreme to me, and I just totally disagree with a lot of this stuff. About you can't change certain things. It's not fair, but because it's not fair, you need to start recognizing and position yourself to be, able to make it work in your favor. Yeah, I mean, it just it really depends. It really depends because like I said, a lot of people are not privileged. A lot of people don't have a lot of other additional barriers working against them. And when we start talking about the certain things this country, especially the United States, that they have set up systematically against people. You have to be able to know how to swim with these sharks and know how to fight off these piranhas, if you know what I mean. Okay, and and to some degree, I guess we should start washing our hands before delivering our babies. We really should. Okay, but that's all I have for you. All I want to stress to all of my people who continue to follow me is that keep in mind that we all have our own special abilities, our own talents, and our own skill set. Don't work yourself to death, man. Do not put yourself in a panic attack trying to strive for perfection, because you're already made perfect when God and the powers of this universe put you here on earth. You are already made perfect to be what you are to be. And if there's a certain role you fit best in, follow in that role. But if you don't fit in the certain spaces, okay, you got to find out how else can you best fit in this space and work in a way where it comes easy for you, work in a way where you find yourself able to just despite all obstacles, despite all the odds, despite the environment, despite the climate of everything happening around you, you will be able to make it happen in your own life. All right. So until then, many blessings, peace, and lots of love. And there will be a podcast on more of this. Watch my podcast. Look out for it. If you want to find out more information on how to access my podcast, transformubroadcast.com or realmarcushart.com. And hope to see you again soon. And that's just by you liking and subscribing and by commenting below. I'm out of here.